Today on CCX News, a hot topic at the state capitol. Should someone who's terminally ill be allowed to take medication to end their own life? That's a question all state lawmakers could have to answer. The end-of-life options bill cleared its first legislative hurdle this week. Representative Mike Freiberg of Golden Valley is the chief author.
This is a bill that emphasizes personal autonomy at the end of life. I have heard very difficult stories from so many Minnesotans, and some have dealt with loved ones dealing with unimaginable suffering. Some have terminal diseases themselves and want an option to end their suffering when it becomes unbearable. This bill will give them that option.
After more than 4 hours of passionate testimony, the House Health, Finance, and Policy Committee voted 10-5 in favor of the bill. The full legislature convenes February 12th. Suicide rates among service members have been a concern over the last decade. As Sarah Allen reports, a Brooklyn Park woman is doing what she can to boost troop morale, one care package at a time.
We try and break them down into boxes.
The basement of Glenda Parkhurst's home.
This one I think is just a journal.
In Brooklyn Park.
Stationery so you can write home.
Is filled with supplies.
We've got coffee pods.
Going to soldiers.
This time we've got lots of candy canes. There we go.
She started a nonprofit.
I think officially we started in 2020.
To send care packages to troops.
Operation Empowering Hope began when my daughter was on the base in Fort Wainwright, and she landed, and everything she had that she could possibly hurt herself was taken away from her.
That incident helped open Parkhurst's eyes to the concerning rate of suicide among soldiers.
They're risking their life for us, and we should be doing everything we can to help them, and I don't want kids committing suicide when they have so much life ahead of them. We have shampoo and conditioner.
Parkhurst started sending care packages to her daughter delivered to soldiers at her base.
Activities are wonderful.
These days, Parkhurst sends packages to 4 bases.
Marshmallows.
That are delivered by chaplains who are specially equipped to support soldiers.
The chaplain is sworn to secrecy, so they will not say anything. And so they can share the stuff that they're struggling with and get the help that they need. For a while there, I know some of our chaplains were dealing with 2 to 3 suicides a month. So the more things I could do to help them, the better. Then they're folded up.
A handwritten note.
They're combined with a letter.
Is also included, sometimes coming from school kids.
They mean so much to them that they'll tack them on the wall. They'll tack them on their bulletin board if they have one, and they will read those every day.
Is that in the right place?
A couple times a month.
Okay.
Operation Empowering Hope volunteers put together care packages and pray over the boxes going to soldiers they don't know, but in some ways they do.
We're all family, and I like to say every service member out there is somebody's child.
It may just be a box, but it's one filled with hope and love. In Brooklyn Park, Sarah Allen, CCX News.
The Anoka-Hennepin School District and the Teachers Union came to a tentative agreement that gives teachers a pay bump, but there are several more hurdles before the deal is final. According to the union, the agreement gives teachers 2 years of salary increases. All teachers would also get a $750 bonus. This comes after months of negotiations and mediation sessions. The union president said the negotiators had to meet in the middle, with the union reducing its financial request and school district increasing its offer. Teachers will vote on the agreement on February 14th and 15th.
Before that vote happens, we'll make sure that all of our membership know exactly what they're voting for or against.
If teachers reject the contract, then they would have to return to the bargaining table. Elm Creek Elementary School in Maple Grove received a special visit on Friday from one of its former students.
I am so excited to be here today. I'm so excited to see that my legacy has lived on.
That's Michaela Rivers, your reigning Miss Teen Minnesota USA. Michaela came back to visit her elementary school to talk to kids about a topic dear to her heart, kindness. Back when she was a 4th grader, Michaela helped start the school's Great Kindness Challenge.
It's really important because you never know what someone's going through. Someone could be having a really tough day, and just one kind act like helping them pick up their things or even a smile can really change their day and maybe even their life.
Michaela Rivers now attends De La Salle High School, where she's on the high honor roll and a 4-sport athlete. A beloved children's book is taking the stage in musical form for the first time. In Weekend Showcase, we get a glimpse of Stage's world premiere, Dragons Love Tacos, the musical. A show that celebrates imagination, debuting. It's Dragons Love Tacos at Stages.
Robbie loves dragons, he loves them a lot.
The story follows Robbie, the main character, and his imagination, and his imaginary friends are the dragons.
Dragons really do love tacos!
And there's just so much that he dreams up, and then at the end, at the party, everything comes to life.
Attica Charbonneau is playing Cody the dog, the main character's sidekick.
You can't spell dragon without D-O-G.
She's helping to share the story for the first time.
Being a part of a world premiere show is so fun. I've never done anything like it before. Being able to bring so much new character to it is so much fun.
It's based on a children's book of the same name, so the show is most exciting for younger kids.
This show is meant for all ages, but young kids I feel like can have a lot of fun, especially if they were fans of the book.
There are plenty of surprises in store. Just ask Mimi Stelius. She's in the Dragon Ensemble.
There's so many different things and you never know what's coming next because there's like some different twists and turns that you don't know what's going to happen.
Besides sharing the spotlight, she gets a close-up look at the set behind the scenes. And it's exciting because you can take it apart. The kids say it's a lot of fun with a lot of heart.
This show is really just about friendship and how there's always at least someone by you, with you, like Cody. Robbie doesn't realize it right away, but Cody's always like with him and always loves him no matter what, even if he doesn't realize it.
For more information on tickets, visit ccxmedia.org.
The regular season for high school girls hockey already wraps up next week. Maple Grove and Wayzata were both looking to make one last push before postseason play begins. Ches Moots has highlights from their game.
Maple Grove has been tracking up as the Crimson came in a Thursday night winners of 4 in a row. Wayzata going the other way, winless in their last 5 games. That trend held up early on. First period, Kelsey Olsen shot from the point. Puck is kicked to the backside. Bella Shipley slides in and lights the lamp to give the Crimson the early advantage. 4.5 minutes later, Maple Grove on the move again. This time it's Grace Erickson going right through the heart of the Trojan defense. Backhand pass to Shipley, who scores her second goal of the night. Shipley also recorded an assist for 4 total points. In the second period, MG keeping the scoring going. Addie Sillerud shot, Hadley Baker there for the rebound and goal. Crimson up 3-0. They'd score 1 more in the second and 3 goals in the third. This cleanup from Abby Oakland was the last of them. Maple Grove blanks Wayzata 7-0. Senior goalkeeper Danny Strom records her 8th shutout of the season. In Plymouth, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
The Armstrong Cooper boys hockey team has faced some of the tougher Northwest Suburban Conference teams in the past few weeks, and the record has taken a hit. The Wings stepped out of conference play for a high-scoring battle Thursday. The Wings skating at home Thursday to take on St. Paul Highland Park. First shift of the game, and the Scots turn it over in their own end. Jameson Essen passes to Charlie Gergen, who scores. Armstrong Cooper quickly leads 1-0. Highland Park, though, answers a minute later. Tommy Rust's shot from the point is stopped, but Isaac Johnson scores on the rebound. It's a 1-1 game on Johnson's power play goal. Later in the first, the Scots again on the power play. The puck comes to Will Warner on the backside. He shoots and scores. Highland Park is ahead 3-1. It's a 3-2 game after 1. First minute of play in the second period. A great breakout pass for AC from Dayton Franke to Gergen, and the senior goes in alone, tucks it in for a goal. The Wings have tied the game at 3. Later in the period, AC's Dane Yeager finds Aiden Cook, who scores on the quick one-timer. The Wings have scored 4 straight goals to lead the game 5-3. But Highland Park rallies in the third. Peter Duma passes out front to Leo Kirsch, and he scores. The Scots have tied the game at 5 with under 7 minutes to play. The Wings get a power play late, and they cash in. Essen, with the wrist shot, finds the back of the net with his shot. AC leads 6-5 with just 2:06 to play. And Tanner Roush caps a great night for the Wings by scoring an empty net goal. Armstrong Cooper beats Highland Park 7-5. For the first time since the early 1990s, the Champlin Park wrestling team has new head coaches after the retirement of Bill Marish. The Rebels ran into a tough conference foe Thursday. Jay Wilcox has highlights.
Kentrell Galloway and Zach Dykes, the first-year co-head coaches for Champlin Park Wrestling as they face Elk River. A good matchup at 114. Freshman Alex Gow is having a good season for the Rebels, but he's caught in a cradle by Elk River's 6th-ranked Ian Lassard. Lassard adjusts his grip and gets a third-period pin as the sophomore earns his 50th career win. It's 12-0 Elk River. At 133, Mason Freeman also using the cradle, and he's able to get the fall against Chris Fultinsky as Elk River dominates the Champlin Park lineup thinned by illness. The Rebels get one at 145. Roderick Bright counters the shot by Bjorn Svensson and gets around for the takedown on his way to a 10-2 win for Champlin Park. At 152, Lars Nelson of the Elks runs the armbar, and it quickly turns into a fall over Nikabu Bagana as Elk River continues to roll on this one. Returning state entrant Isaiah Wright gets a pin for Champlin Park in the heavyweight match, but it's mostly Elk River as they cruise to a 64-10 win over Champlin Park. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.